Are we headed into a housing crisis in 2020? I'll try to answer that in the next 90 seconds. We're getting the question a lot. Are we headed into a housing crisis? That's a fantastic and a very reasonable question. So I'm going to throw out 3 points for you to think about when you think about a housing crisis and an economic recession. And we're going to do this in about 90 seconds. Point number 1, housing availability. Right now, there's only 225 houses available in our entire county for 750,000 people. That tells your mind, oh my gosh, there's a massive housing shortage. And it does feel like that, but keep in mind, we haven't been able to actually go out and sell houses and show houses. There's been very restrictive on, you can't even do open houses for the last month. So therefore, a lot of people are not putting their houses on the market that otherwise would have put their house on the market. But that's going to end very soon. Now, when that ends, people are still wanting to buy. We're still doing a lot of pre-qualifications every single day. The other thing to think about is we are in a military town. We have 5 different military installations here in Colorado Springs. So the military has you can't move, you can't PCS anywhere. Well, that's going to come to an end. Right now, it's looking like the end of August. So end of August comes around, now you have thousands coming in, 1,000 going out, and you have the housing just keeps moving. The point number 2 I want to bring up is statistics. Everything moves in cycles.
No, it's real. It's absolutely real. Everything moves in cycles. So twice a century, the ocean lets us know just how small we really are.
History repeats itself, and we want to look at those statistics to say what has happened in the past. I mean, economically, things repeat themselves. Even in civilizations, things repeat themselves. We have to look at that and say mathematically, and how is this probably going to work out? So let's look at that and say, well, out of the last 5 recessions, 3 of them actually resulted in house prices going up, and 2 resulted in house prices going down. So we all, in our heads, we think, okay, 2008, well, house prices dropped 20%. Oh my gosh. Well, that was just 1 out of the last 5. So prior to that, 3 out of the 4 before that actually resulted in an increase. So this is not 2008. This is a little bit different, a lot different than 2008. The third point that we want to look at is actual mortgages, lending. What's happening in the lending world? In 2008, we had a massive lending problem, People were giving money out with loans like a CISA, SISA, stated income stated asset, or a NIV, no income verified asset, and all kinds of different variations of this. We were loaning money to people in the 500s at 100% financing, no skin in the game, investment properties, and they were throwing it out. They weren't asking questions. Well, guess what? That's gone. That hasn't been around for a long time. The last 10 years have really become very smart in lending. So now we have real loans, people that really qualify, and they have real equity in their houses. Right now, the average credit score is pushing 700, whereas before it was in the low 6s. So we have more qualified people, more equity, and better loans that are holding together in this housing situation. It may feel right now, because a lot of lenders are putting additional overlays, like instead of a 620 credit score, like today, because of this, we have a 680 credit score, a 660 credit score, or debt to income ratio limitations. This is actually a good thing. It's harder to get a loan right now than it was a month ago. And this should lighten up. So watch for it to lighten up over the next month, 2 months, 3 months. So let's look at interest rates also. How are interest rates going to react? Well, interest rates traditionally, when national debt's up, interest rates are down. And the way everything's lined up right now, it's predicted that for the next couple, 2, maybe even 3 years, we should have extremely low interest rates. Long story short, when this kind of wraps up and you can go out and enjoy your summer, if you find a good deal on a house, jump on it. You're going to be very, very happy that you did. There's going to be some people that might be selling out of a little bit of panic. Jump on it when you can, get the equity when you can, because there's no indication that this is going to really ruin the housing market. Sure, it'll be tough for a little bit, but you know what? Tough times don't last, but tough people do.